So now the news is finally out. It is now official. Karim Adeyemi has joined Barcelona from Borussia Dortmund. After some rigorous, negotiation between Barcelona and Borussia Dortmund, the 24-year-old has finally joined Barcelona at the rate of 22 million euros as a fixed fee and 9 million euros plus adds-on. This is the decision, but this adds-on actually based on appearances and also title winnings. That is Barcelona decision. Yes, they actually want the player as demanded by the manager, Hansi Flick. Although Borussia Dortmund actually adds 35% sell-on clause in case of any potential future sales, because this player actually has the potential. He's a fantastic player. He's the kind of player who can provide intensity, who can actually, dismantle defense, who can really, actually, run through defense and, provide lots of things for Barcelona. I think that's the reason why Hansi Flick actually demanded the signing of Karim Adeyemi. Now it is official. It is not a callus. Now Karim Adeyemi to Barcelona is a here we go as confirmed by Fabrizio Romano. So he's going to pen a 5 years deal. That's the decision. 5 years deal is a good one for him and Barcelona. I think this is a good addition to the team. Next season is not going to be easy as expected. So Hansi Flick actually want to win the major trophy, which is the Champions League. That's why he's building some kind of attackers. And it's a good one, him joining Barcelona. Now, let me provide you more updates on Julian Alvarez, because it seems the deal is going to be more complex, more than what we actually thought. Although, now Barcelona president has now decided to enter the negotiation deal. Anything that is complex between Barcelona and Atletico Madrid that the agent could not be able to finalize, then the two presidents will now, meet together and make a conversation, talking about the complex conversation. So what I'm hearing right now is that Joan Laporta will now meet with Enrique Serrero. Serrero, that is the president of Atletico Madrid. He's going to tell the president that Barcelona are ready to offer something that is in the region of 130 million euros for Julian Alvarez. Although Atletico Madrid will want the deal to, extend to 150, but Barcelona are not ready for anything like that. That's why they actually plan for the deal after the World Cup, because by this period, they expect Atletico Madrid to look for a replacement for him. That's why they actually give the club a time for them to look for a replacement. So after the World Cup, Barcelona is coming full force for Julian Alvarez, 130 million euros. That is the plan. Anything that is going to make the deal go beyond that or go to the region of 150 million euros, Barcelona will tell them is either you take 130 million euros or you leave it. That is the plan. So Barcelona are not ready to spend a huge amount of money on Julian Alvarez, except that 130 million euros. That is the decision. And I think I'm expecting Atletico Madrid to make quick decision and actually look for a replacement, because this player has already told the club he wants to leave. It is Barcelona, not any other club. And it's going to be very difficult for him to leave Atletico Madrid, because this club, they are not going to allow him to go for free. That's the plan. They believe that if he refuses to, stay with the club, then the club is not ready to even sell him to Barcelona in the first place. So, and Fabrizio Romano has equally said, if deal did not happen, then we might see Julian Alvarez remain at Atletico Madrid. That is what is going to happen. But for now, this Barcelona decision, the president, Joan Laporta, is going to be in conversation with the president, telling him this is the amount we are going to pay for Julian Alvarez. Now, based on the situation of Ferran Torres, with what I'm hearing right now, is that there is now a high possibility that he might leave Barcelona this summer. Yes, Barcelona are expecting a deal for him. Anything that is going to be of a higher deal, Barcelona is actually interested. And, that's why the club refused to offer him a new contract. But if the right offer actually don't come this summer, then we might not know. He might likely leave as a free agent, or let's say Barcelona might likely decided to offer him a new contract. It depends on his performances. That is, if he did not leave the club this summer. So this is the report right now concerning Barcelona in the transfer market. If you have any comment based on this, do let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you, guys.